Good morning. Welcome to my channel and to my second video. This is Living in the Light. I'm Lizabeth, and these videos are really for me. They are documenting my journey, my health transformation journey with the Optavia program. Currently, I'm in the weight loss phase. I am starting day 37 today, day 36, week 6. It's Monday morning, and I am going to be doing a reality check. That's my weekly check-in with my weight loss, inches lost, kind of how the week went. I'm going to be getting into that, but I thought I would also do a what I eat in a day. So I'm going to switch the camera around here for just a second. No, I'm not. I'm going to just move the camera over this way. I am going to pour myself my first cup of coffee. I have 3 cups of coffee during the day. So my first cup, I drink coffee black. I don't like anything sweet in my coffee. Just straight up black coffee and no cream, nothing. And so I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to fill up my water bottle. I have a 40-ounce water bottle that I will fill up 3.5 times during the day. So my first goal is to drink a cup of coffee, have my first fueling, which I'll show you in a minute. And then between fueling 1 and 2, I'll have another cup or 2 of coffee and a full 40 ounces of water. So I will get back with you in a minute after I drink my coffee, my first cup, before I have my first fueling. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about my first fueling this morning. I'm trying to figure out where the camera is because this is all new to me. So my first fueling today is a bar. Typically in the morning, I will do either a bar that is kind of granola-y in type, so it's not a chocolate, basically, is what I avoid the chocolate ones in the morning. I will do that first thing. Sometimes they have, and I'll go over all of these different fuelings with you, but I like the cinnamon sticks, which are like these little tiny breadsticks that are coated in cinnamon sugar. That's another thing that I might have first thing in the morning. They also have cereal. I've tried the red berry O's that came in my first box. Not a huge fan of them. They're not terrible. But I find that sometimes fruit flavored things kind of have a weird aftertaste. So that is kind of how I felt about that. I'm also not one for utilizing a lot of condiments, except with my meal, just because that's just how my brain works. I just don't want to mess things up. So I figured the fuelings are designed the way they are. So I eat them the way that they are given to us, with a few hack exceptions where I just make them in a different manner, and I'll show you some of that today. Looking at my fuelings today, actually, this is like this really weird cheesy day where I have the cheddar herb biscuit, I have the macaroni and cheese, and then the cheddar jalapeno poppers. So it's a very cheesy day. And I was going to do the cheesy cauliflower breadsticks for dinner tonight, but I think I might change my mind on that one, just so that I'm not having cheese flavored stuff all day, every day. So my first fueling is the cranberry honey nut granola bar. I've had this before already. I'm gonna open it up. It's not huge, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It looks basically like one of those Quaker chewy granola bars, right? Doesn't have any chocolate in it. It has little bits of dried cranberry. It's really has the texture of a Rice Krispie bar. Not as gooey as a Rice Krispie bar, but it still is very good. So I'm not going to eat on camera just because it's not fun to watch somebody else eat. But this is what my fueling number 1 is going to be. I'm going to get this down. I am going to follow that with a full 40-ounce bottle of water. And keep remembering where that camera is, that little green light. And so that is what I'm going to do. I will be back with you for fueling number 2. Welcome back. Time for fueling number 2. And I am making the cheddar herb biscuit, but instead of baking it in the little tray that they give you, I like to make it into 2 waffles. So I've already gone through, actually forgot to turn the record on when I did the first one. So I took the package and 3 tablespoons of cold water. So you put the cold water into your little ramekin bowl, whatever you want to mix it up in. 3 tablespoons of cold water. This is a great little 1/4 cup measuring that has actually the tablespoon. So if you need a 1/2 of a tablespoon, most people don't have a 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon. I don't. Maybe I need to go get one. But it also has the milliliters, and it marks ounces as well: 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce, 2 ounces. And you put the water in, then you put the cheddar herb biscuit in there, and then you mix. And I make this into 2 waffles. I use my Dash mini waffle maker. I actually have a waffle maker. I also have the griddle, which is just flat, and that's really good for doing the cookies. I've done other things. I've done the biscuit in there before, and it's really good. And you take just a little bit of spray, nonstick spray, and spray it. Put 1/2 of the mixture into the Dash, close it up, and I usually wait about 4 minutes for it to finish cooking. So I am going to pause the video and I will come back after I have made both of my waffles and show you what they look like. Okay, so the last one's coming out now, and it was actually only 3 minutes. So I timed it for 3 minutes. I checked it just a second ago. It looked like it was doing well. It comes out very easily. You can see I've got 2 basically biscuit waffles. This is going to be fueling number 2. I have finished my first 40-ounce bottle, drank my 3 cups of coffee, and refilled my 40-ounce bottle, and I will try to knock that out most of the way before I get to fueling number 3. And I will see you back here for fueling number 3 in a little bit. Okay, it is time for fueling number 3. And what I'm having for my 3rd fueling is the buttermilk cheddar macaroni and cheese. So I've already cooked it. I don't have a microwave, so I do everything on the stove top. Takes me a little bit longer, but it is very cheesy. Looks just like Kraft mac and cheese. It's got the small little noodles, not as salty as Kraft mac and cheese, but it's actually not bad. So I'm gonna eat this fueling, and this is my 3rd 40-ounce bottle of water. So I'm gonna work on that and hopefully get most of it down before fueling number 4. And I will see you back here for that. Okay, holding my phone for this one because I'm actually working. I work from home. So I'm sitting at my desk and it is time for fueling number 4. And I actually am also on bottle of water number 4. I'm a little extra thirsty today. I'm not exactly sure why that is. So I am having the cheddar jalapeno poppers. They are kind of like, sort of like, they don't look like Cheetos, but they're a little spicy. They're crunchy. They're not super spicy, but enough that makes your mouth a little warm, at least mine. So that is fueling number 4. After work today, I will be doing my lean and green. I think that I decided I'm going to go ahead and just do a salad tonight with ground turkey as my lean, but I'll show you that salad. I'm going to make a homemade vinaigrette for the salad, and that way I am going to try to lay off the cheese a little bit this week, because when I did my weigh-in, which I will talk to you about with my lean and green, I only lost 1 pound this last week, and I say only, that still is a loss, so I'm not frustrated by that, but I think maybe I had too much cheese last week. I don't know. Reduced fat cheese is allowed on the plan, but maybe I just overdid it. I don't know. But I will check back in with my lean and green, and then my 5th fueling will be at around bedtime
for me. I go to bed early. So I will check in with you later. Bye. Okay, welcome back this is the lean and green, and I'm going to show you a super simple lean and green, something you can make all of the time. Remember that the factors for a lean and green are a lean protein. So you have 3 different ranges. If you look in your little guide, you can go lean, leaner, or leanest. If you choose leaner, you get to add a healthy fat. If you choose from the leanest category, you get to add 2 healthy fats. And then you have your greens. So you get 3 servings of greens. And then you can have up to 3 condiments. So what I'm going to do tonight is just make a turkey salad, basically. So what I decided, since I have 3 greens, I decided that I'm going to do 1.5 servings of lettuce. And then I'm going to do 1 serving of cucumber and 1/2 serving of tomato. So that's going to make up my 3 greens. So you should get from your coach a vegetable conversion chart. You can also find it online. So I'm going to look to see lettuce. I like to actually weigh my vegetables instead of measure with measuring cups, because you actually get more if you weigh it. So if I look up lettuce, I have romaine, actually a combination of romaine and green leaf lettuce, which I've already washed and spun. And so if I look at romaine lettuce, it says I can have 1.66 ounces. So if I'm going to do 1.5, then basically I'm going to have 2.25 ounces is really kind of what it works out to. I could get it exact, but I'm going to just fudge just a little bit because I don't want to take my phone out there and figure out the math. So I have my scale. I put my bowl on my scale, set it to 0, and I'm going to add the lettuce until I get to 2.25 ounces. So that's only 1.5. So you can see it's a lot of lettuce. There's 2.25 right there. So that's a lot of lettuce. Cucumber, if I look up cucumber with no peel, I've already peeled and sliced my cucumber. I know I'm not going to eat all that. So cucumber with no peel is 2.1 ounces, so 2 ounces. I'm going to zero that out, and I'm going to add cucumber until I get to 2 ounces. Just kind of sprinkle it on there. I've got 1 1/8, 1 3/8, 1.5, 1 3/4, 2 right there. So, and it's actually 2.1, so I'm going to throw a couple on there just to make it a little bit more. All right, so there's my cucumber. Tomatoes, these are cherry style tomatoes. So these are raw cherry tomatoes, and that says it is 2.63 for 1, but remember I'm doing only half. So 1.3 ounces. I already know that this is going to be about 8 tomatoes for 1/2 of a serving. So I'm going to zero that out. Again, I'm going for 1.3, so 1 1/3 of an ounce. 4, 5, oops, that's not a good one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That's exactly 1 1/3. So I've got my lettuce, so that's all my greens. I'm going to zero out again because I get 6 ounces of ground turkey, and I'm pretty sure when I pre-cooked this a while ago that I divided it into 6-ounce portions. And you'll see it's a lot of meat, but I want 6 ounces. So I'm going to add this. Hopefully it's going to go to 6 ounces. Okay, so I'm a little under 6 ounces. It's actually right at 5, so I need to make up that ounce. I was going to avoid cheese, but I think I'm going to just add an ounce of low fat. This is reduced fat sharp cheddar cheese. So if I just bring this up to 6 with that, I'm actually gonna add some Parmesan cheese, so I didn't really want to do this, but it's all right. You can never have too much cheese. Thanks. A lot more in an ounce than I thought. All right, and then I am adding, instead of having a condiment, I used a half a teaspoon of fajita seasoning in the meat, so that was one condiment. I'm gonna add one more condiment, and that is going to be 2 tablespoons of reduced fat Parmesan. That's gonna be my second condiment. And then my final healthy fat is my salad dressing that I made. So it's made with 1 teaspoon of, this is actually a combination of a fat and a condiment. It's a teaspoon of olive oil. It is a little bit of Dijon mustard, a little bit of red wine vinegar, and some salt and pepper. I want every last bit of this because salad dressing is so good. I am not a fan of store-bought salad dressing, so I avoid that. I try to make my salad dressings as much as I can because then I know what goes in them. So this is my lean and green for tonight. Great salad, lots of good protein on there. And I will see you back here in a couple of hours for fueling number 6 or 5, actually. It's my 6th eating. Fueling number 5 right before bed tonight. Okay, guys, last fueling of the day, end of the day, made it through, drank lots of water. I have had 3.5. I've got this much more left to go, which I probably will finish off with my last fueling and when I take my vitamins before I go to bed at night. Just a couple of things before, let me show you the last fueling. I am doing a bar to end the night. This is the frosted cookie dough bar. It is about this big. These bars, the frosted cookie dough, and there's a chocolate chip peanut butter bar they're more chewy. Those of you who are like my age or maybe a little younger, you might remember the Tiger Milk bars that were a protein bar. They kind of have that consistency if you remember those bars, if you liked them. I know I always looked forward to having them. So it was kind of nice when I tried the chocolate peanut butter one a while ago. I was like, oh, okay, I know this texture. It's really good. So that's gonna be my last fueling. I am closing out this day 1 of week 6 for me. As I said a while ago, earlier today, I lost 1 pound. I lost 1.5 inches in the last week. Up until this week, I've been averaging just a little over 3 pounds every week. So the 1 pound loss was kind of like, I just kind of like shocked me a little bit and made me wonder, did I do something wrong? Was I not paying enough attention? But my brother always tells me snails and turtles, slow and steady, and a loss is a loss. Doesn't matter how much it is, as long as you're moving in the right direction, right? So I'm going to be positive about that. I am not going to worry. Just thankful that I am moving in the right direction weight-wise, that it's going down and not up, and that's the main point, right? So thanks you guys for participating today. If I haven't already said this, like I said, this is brand new to me, so it would really be great. It would make me feel great if you would like the video, if you would click that subscribe button. Clearly I don't post a whole lot. I would like to try to do maybe 2 videos a week, but if you could like, if you could subscribe, if you could share, even hit the notification bell. It's not going to ring very often, but I would love the opportunity to get to know some of you. If you'll comment where you are in your journey, how I can encourage you, and hopefully I will be doing some videos some more lean and green videos so you can see what I make. I love to cook. So tonight was a super easy one, no cooking involved, except for heating up that turkey that I'd already cooked. But I am planning on doing some cooking this week, so I'd love to share some of those with you. And until next time, please live in the light. Don't walk in the shadows. Share with people your journey, the good and the bad, and find that tribe to surround you and support you on your journey. And let me be one of those too. All right. See you next time.